I am your host Dumont, and welcome to another edition of Bakugan Talk. Today I'm making this video early just because it gives me an excuse because I have now reached the 300 subscribers mark. The numbers are really not that important to me, but what it does is, it gives me a chance to tell you all thank you for your support. Thank you for checking out my stuff, and so that's really the reason why I'm making this video, not because of the numbers. I have no goals. I'm not trying to reach 400, 500, or 1,000. I could care less about that. Okay, if I only had 5 subscribers, okay, as long as these people really enjoy what I do, then that means the world to me. So, it's not about the numbers, but, thank you for checking out my stuff. Thank you for your support. And definitely thank you for good, positive comments, intelligent comments, okay? So anyway, let's move on. I just wanted to mention this really quick because I'm sure you all are interested. I went to the store the other day and I saw the new 3-packs that just came out in my area. They were called the Bakuglow series. The new ones that I could think of that I remember was Spindle, Foxbat, Fencer, and Mega Brontes. Those were the new ones that I saw. I didn't see any other ones, and they were combined with, the Bakugans you've already seen before. And like I said, these were the only new things they had were the 3-packs. They didn't have traps. They didn't have special attacks. They didn't have any of those. But this is what they had at the Target nearby my place. So I did purchase one of these 3-packs. If you're interested in what I purchased and you're interested in seeing a review or whatever, I'm not going to make a Bakugan video review, but you can check it out on my blog. This show is called Bakugan Talk, so I'm interested in how you guys choose your Bakugans. You might say, oh yeah, I buy all the cool ones. Well, that's highly, highly subjective. If you have an actual method or formula to help you decide which are the cool ones to you, that would be very interesting to me. So if you could post down below on the comment section how you choose the Bakugan that you are going to buy, and hopefully you have some sort of system. And if you don't, I hope that this encourages you to develop critical thinking, okay? Instead of, it looked really cool on the show, so that's why I'm going to buy it. Hopefully, it's a lot more deeper than that. So let me tell you guys a little story, which is the opposite of critical thinking. Basically, I'm at Toys R Us, and because Toys R Us is pretty huge, they have a huge Bakugan section. And I'm going through all the Bakugans and I'm trying to make my own decision, and I'm checking them all out. And from far away, from really far away, I hear these people go, all right, check out the new Terminator toys, and they're super loud, like they're announcing it to the entire store. And I'm going, okay, bunch of morons. I hope they don't come over here. And, so I'm in the Bakugan section checking out my Bakugan, and I hear them going, oh yeah, look at the Terminator stuff. And, and they're really loud and obnoxious. And then they say, well, let's go look for the Bakugans. And I'm going, oh, great. Please don't come over here. Please. Oh, great. I hope they don't find it. And, so I'm like, okay, well, I guess I could leave before they get over here. But, I decide to stay. And I'm like, well, I could leave if it gets really bad. And mainly it was partially I was curious as to what kind of people these were. And so I could hear them coming closer and closer, and because they're so loud. And then they finally find the Bakugan section, and they're like, "All right, here it is, Bakugans!" And do they really have to yell everything? It's basically a dad and his son who's like 5 years old. All right, and both of them are just screaming it loud. And really, I'm not attacking the kid. I know he's 5 years old. I'm not attacking either one of them. But if I was the dad, I would be trying to teach my kid, my son, how to develop critical thinking, because he's going to need it in the future. You're going to need it in life. So I would try to help him with, learning how to make a solid decision-making process at the same time while having fun. Well, so I hear the dad go something like, "Where are the traps? We need some traps." And, I'm just kind of watching from a distance, right? And so he picks up a Baku rack, right? The Baku rack, which is basically a bunch of Baku clips put together. And he goes, "This looks like a trap to me. Doesn't this look like a Bakugan trap to you?" And the kid's like, has no idea. And, so he obviously has no idea what the hell he's doing. And so he's like, he sees the price on this Baku rack, and he puts it down, and he's like, "Okay, we're not going to get a trap." And in the meantime, I don't know why he has to be saying all this stuff so loud and announce it to the entire store, but okay, they are. I guess that's just the way they normally talk. And so anyway, he asks the kid, he's like, "So which one do you want?" And the kid goes, "I want this one." And it's like the one that's right in front of the kid. The kid did not look around. He's like 5 years old, so he's short, so he can only see the first, the bottom, the most bottom rack Bakugan on the shelf. That's all he can see. If he looked around, he could see that there were translucents, there were pearls, there were all these other Bakugan, and he just chose the one that was directly in front of him. And the dad is like, immediately, he's like, "Well, that sounds like a good choice to me." And he just grabs it, and he goes, "This one has an eyeball. Cool, let's go." And they go, which he was talking about Tentaclear. And, I was just like, oh my gosh, I would have easily helped him out. I would have been like, "Hey, there's a translucent one here," or, you could get a pearl one, that's pretty cool, or this one is Naga, or, whatever, If you're looking for a trap, this is what the traps are. I could explain all that, but, they didn't look like they were interested in learning either, So they were in their own world, okay? Whether they realize it or not, they were kind of closed. And, I was just like, okay, whatever.